turn down the game sound?
Yeah,
Turn
of
off the
course.
music, please. Thank you very much.
Uh, we don't need the music, to be honest.
Music's cool. Okay.
The Legend 2003, Amumu.
The one and only.
Set into Aurelia, Ezreal, okay.
Look at everyone in their bushes.
You should be able to push the lane like keep well. Basically, you want Caitlyn. You want to help Caitlyn to harass Ezreal under their tower.
Yeah, I don't think that happens. I think we just had a normal lane where
you ping pong the lane.
yeah.
Well, you want to try to achieve that by basically, setting up like a slow push into the tower, and
Okay.
where you have minions where you can shield from Nautilus trying to make a play, where Caitlyn, like poke a few times on them. Like just repeat this every time, and then eventually you get plates and stuff. Well, that's how you kind of play Caitlyn, and Thresh, you want to like help him do that.
Okay.
One advantage you have over Nautilus is basically you're ranged. That means
Yeah.
let me do this. I'll put it on you. All right.
So just hit him
Yeah, just hit people, hit minions.
like that. Oh.
You don't have to stand back. You want to be in front of your ADC. Hit the
Okay.
minions. Help them to hit the minions, because you want to get level 3, and you want to like walk up as you're getting like hitting the minions. You shouldn't be here. You really shouldn't be here. Like.
Okay.
So basically, you kind of know, because after you get melees, you get level 2, right? You start hitting the minions. You have one charge, so you can let Caitlyn hit this one and you get the other one, or you can hit this one and now you walk up and Caitlyn would hit those 2 minions in 2 shots, and then you can do a play on Nautilus or Ezreal and like trade. Oh god.
You should
Okay,
just
so,
play
like-
Nautilus there or something.
And the problem with positioning is like, let me jump back.
The thing is, as soon as you
Like,
jump back, the directed camera
you
kicks in.
should never be here. Like you should be at least on like the same level as Caitlyn. Like for example, how do I do this? So it's like you see 2 lines, right? You have like a line of well from your turret. Okay, so you have like a horizontal line here, right?
Oh, we
if,
can't
if
see
you
the mouse.
imagine can you see my mouse?
Yeah. I know we
No,
can't, but like we can imagine
can't.
it. We can imagine your mouse.
Okay, so you can't see the mouse.
No.
Give me a sec.
You can share your entire screen.
I can do show mouse, I think. Stream. Oh no, this is on Discord. Never mind. Okay, never mind. You want to be on like you have to imagine like a horizontal line and like be on par. It's like how like in football, like you have like defenders, they walk up and walk down at the same time. You want to do that so that if one of them oversteps, then you can like focus both your like fire on them. So
Nautilus should be like 200 HP. You were in range for Flay and Hook for like 5 seconds, and he's inting like he has an Ezreal, you have a Caitlyn. I think you should just be pinging Ezreal and Nautilus because Caitlyn's not autoing them enough.
So just like now.
Okay.
He's both in range of your auto and Caitlyn's auto. That's a situation you want to replicate every single time, because Ezreal can only hit one of you, and you can hit like both of you can hit Nautilus. So this is like an example of like what you
So
want
we
to be
both
achieving
auto
in lane.
there, but nothing other than that happened.
It's fine, it's fine. You get some XP and it's small, but you want to accumulate this into like big advantages.
Yeah. I think it all went into the shield anyway, because he popped his shield
It's
at
fine.
that point as well.
Shield is mana. You should be walking up here.
I should be. I can see my mistake now. I'm just not doing anything. I think Caitlyn's playing
I
really far
think,
back as well.
yeah, I think maybe you're scared of Mumu, or, but like you should be. It's another thing you need to think about. You need to be tracking where Mumu is, so you need to like see what lane gives a pull, so you can think about what buff he starts and then where he's pathing, because like Caitlyn just walks up towards there, but Mumu is top lane, right?
Uh-huh.
He's top side. You should know that he's top side just by seeing if Ezreal and Nautilus give a pull on blue,
Actually,
or
Okay.
if Set doesn't give a pull.
let's do this.
So you should know that you're safe
It's more
now and that you
realistic.
can just play in the tower without getting ganked.
Okay.
So what you want to do, like when you see the situation, so like when your minions are here and like they have minions coming up, what you want to do is to let Caitlyn or yourself hit these minions, like the melees here, because you want to keep your wave pushing into them, and if you don't do anything with like the oncoming wave, they will stack a minion wave against you, which is good for them. So
Okay.
you want to eliminate these minions, and it's kind of your job to walk up and hit the minions and to prevent like Nautilus from engaging into Caitlyn.
I
Yeah, so
think
I
Nautilus
should
is like a really, really useless pick here. Like you really need to just be punishing it in the early levels before he gets like 6 and you can just point and click and be broken.
yeah, I think I should be poking a lot more. I'm
Because he's
literally
just
full
gonna
health.
get kited and he has a weak ADC early game.
You want to help him to hit the minions for sure here,
Okay.
because you can see what Caitlyn. Well, it's well, I'm not sure if you knew this game plan like in mind, like when you want to
No,
start supporting Caitlyn player, you want to be fighting them under their tower for sure. So that's kind of what you should be
yeah.
doing. You should be standing in front of Nautilus. You shouldn't let him walk him like that. Like he should be scared of you.
Like even if he hooks you in the tower.
No, you don't let it happen. Like you want to
Okay.
stand like you at least you don't want to like let Caitlyn be hooked. So you want to like stand in front of her and like
Okay.
you have like your tools like your hook and your flay
Okay.
and you trade damage if he decides to fight. Because at this point of the game, you're definitely stronger than him.
I think I flayed the wrong way there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
it's okay. Like I don't think
Like that
he's
was
gonna die anyway. It's just more damage.
we did pop his flash and 2 pots.
You usually want to like play before you hook as well, and you can try and chain your CC better so that he's locked down for longer.
Okay.
Yep, you now should hit like the minions on the melee instead of walking up. Like
Walking
just
off,
now.
collecting my soul, running away. Okay.
So it's unfortunate, but you see the jungler here. Oh,
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
see
we
it?
we spotted him. We spotted him.
Oh, you didn't. Works out. It works out.
My jungler should be coming soon.
Yeah, and like if you knew where Min was before, you could say that he's probably bot side now as well. So it's really important to just track where he is at first, or like what lane gives a pull. Can really change how you can play, especially if you have like a winning lane like Caitlyn Thresh,
At,
because you can play a lot more aggressive.
mm, you should be contesting bush control. You should be like. You should not let Nautilus fall into the bush under.
No, I didn't
Because
even know what bush control was.
oh, okay. So you basically don't let him get into Falcon Wall, so he can't do sneaky.
Okay.
Caitlyn should be pushing this or not? What is he doing?
I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
he's
I don't actually know what she's
emergency
doing there. Oh, I think she has no mana and she pings it at one point.
I think she's just AFK, like someone's coming to her room.
Yeah. Oh.
He dies here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I stole that kill like an idiot.
Nonce doesn't even pop any biscuits. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. At what point did you ignite? It seemed like you ignited kind of late. You should
I
ignite
ignited like
really
right at the
early.
end.
Yeah, you should ignite really early because if he pops his biscuits, he might
And Ezreal heal.
heal off a little bit. Yeah.
That was a
Shouldn't
really
have
good
popped his
trap by
biscuits
Caitlyn,
possible.
by the way.
Yeah.
I don't expect that from
Alright, now
other
you
players.
what you should do is you have to help him hit the minions. For sure, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Because you see, you don't have to just hit for the relic.
Stacks.
Yeah, you just help him get it down to one hit and let him hit it. And well, obviously there are like other complications, but you'll learn it.
You can threaten Ezreal here, like Nautilus is dead. You can just
You
threaten
can
him so
walk
he's out of
up
XP
and
range.
yeah, you can either help him push or you can just walk up and deny.
Because he's just
You
like free last hitting
really
minions, so
shouldn't back here.
Okay.
you usually only want to base when
You really
you've
want
slow pushed the lane into them.
You really want to push this wave before.
Okay.
But how to explain this? It's not the worst thing, I suppose.
I decided to go
I
for a
think
roam and then
it's
realized I'm
like
like, oh,
because well, Nautilus was coming back, but then again, there was the moment where Ezreal was just there
on its own.
alone.
Yeah.
If you push the wave,
Yeah, you
then
should always
you
threaten.
lose fewer minions. So it's just general. You want to push a cannon wave before you back. Just
I think everyone misses a CS because I'm okay. At one point, I hit minions trying to get a relic shield, and it just doesn't work, and we both miss CS.
it's fine. It's you learn it. Like it's not a big deal. You just learn it through experience. Okay. Now you
I'd
know as
imagine like your bot side is much stronger than theirs. You should just be like pinging for drakes and stuff.
you definitely should walk forward now, yeah, because you know Ezreal is back for sure because he had no mana before. So if you just walk up and try to deny some CS from Nautilus, not CS but like XP would be nice, and also like helps Caitlyn to CS easier without any any
Yeah,
worry.
that's
I
one
think
thing
you
I'm
just
just
shove
not
into
doing.
tower and you should ping Drake now, I think.
You shouldn't be
You
here.
have
You
mid
shouldn't be here. You
prio.
shouldn't be here. You really should be helping Caitlyn here. Because if let's say if Ezreal comes back to lane now, which he should be in the moment, and
Okay.
Nautilus goes in Caitlyn, she's dead.
No, just ping Caitlyn away, you need to go Drake, like Caitlyn's just running it down.
Yeah, you have to
Then you
ping
make the help
Caitlyn.
out, just leave her.
Okay.
Just go Drake.
But the thing is, like, well, my point is that if she doesn't leave, then you have to stay with her. Well, now she's coming and she didn't get caught. Ezreal is slow.
Doesn't matter if Mimir comes, you should be stronger.
Yeah, she's not health as well.
And he goes base like a amazing player she is.
That's fine. You win the fight for sure.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, look, she flashes away. That was really weird.
No, she's into it. That's fine. You got you.
She does
Yeah,
that so much.
Where's
I'm
Vlad?
pretty sure that's why we
Where's
lost the
Vlad?
game.
Where's Vlad? Where's Vlad?
Vlad's running from base.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, then that's fair enough then. So if you kind of if that was just like randomly missing from a lane, you have to be much more careful than that.
Okay.
Got that. Jet your base. Yeah, Caitlyn should base here too. Okay. Let's see what you buy. Yeah, OB bit's nice. Did you sell anything?
It's sold potion, I think.
Yeah, I saw my cookie and my potion because I wanted to get the cooldown item. There you go.
Oh, you're going for nice spell.
Zeke's.
Oh, Zeke's. Okay. Don't walk. Don't not walk to Well, think about. Well, I can't say don't, but think about where you want to path after your base, because there are usually
Yeah,
three
I think I
paths you
should go
take,
mid.
right? Yeah.
Hmm?
You basically you can either go from like follow my camera like here, and then do some warding here, do some warding here, and try see if there's a play here, and you can walk back, or you can go straight to here, or you can like go from the left side here and try to make a play on mid as well. Usually it's like the three, and maybe you can total up, but usually you don't. So you want to
Coffee's
think
very
about
strong.
that. So especially in this case, so Caitlyn is backing, so you know being there doesn't really help anyone. So At this point, you should really go here, and you really should prioritize a ping ward instead of the cooldown item.
Okay.
So I would have bought a ping ward instead of the cooldown item.
Okay.
Have you got the? Oh, not yet.
I don't think I buy a red trinket until quite late because I forget.
Yeah, usually when it's around 450, I change to a red trinket. Usually, like when I see, well, I'll get red trinket before next back, then I'll do it.
Look at the set items in CS.
I don't want to look.
Oh my god. No, this is the point where I just hit minions and no one gets them.
It's just practice. Don't worry about it. Just keep practicing this. Like, don't be like afraid if it's of your benefit.
I don't think I should have gone in there like I did.
You think you should have gone in, or
No,
should
no,
have?
I don't think I should have.
I think
So
I
like
think you
I
can.
hooked him
No.
and I just
You
left
don't
him.
know where you're not sure where the jungler is, so
Uh-huh.
yeah, you don't want to let Nautilus be in that brush really. You can just walk up to him and just like start altering him. You don't even have to use spells.
With the amount of lane control you have, like you should be warding their jungle, for example, like the bush that's like opposite the
Yeah.
clump
So
over the
just
wall.
for example, in this example, right? Okay. So Caitlyn decides not to walk up, right? Because he thinks he can't do anything. Like here, like she just like standing doing nothing. At this point of time, you want to go into river. Maybe ward this brush. Maybe around. So this brush is a good place for a ping ward.
I think yeah.
This is a good place for ping in some situations. What you want to do is this crossroad though. This crossroad is a good ward, good place for a normal ward, and just behind the rocks here is a good place for a normal ward. So you want to
Okay.
spot out their camps. So you know how jungler do their camps.
Yeah.
So in that case, you see them doing in camps, and you can encounter what then well not encounter but
Get information.
predict what their next move is, which
Mhm.
usually is a better choice than just seeing them when they come to gank. Do you have a ward? No, you
I do
don't.
not.
You do not. Well, that's sad then. So it doesn't
It's
really
nice
apply
that
to this
Northlet
situation.
has 2 wards and he just doesn't use them.
Yeah, sometimes tell your ADC to use wards on, like, for example, do you put this one down? Is this yours?
That's the ADCs.
We don't care about that. Yeah, you could have just like, oh, this nonsense is trolling, isn't he?
Yeah, it's so bad. Like I'm actually annoyed we didn't kill.
Oh my, Kaylin ulted right before the knock up hit him.
Look at that, look at that. They kill away on 0 health. Look at Nautilus's health. Oh my god.
I think it's just kind of like, all right, let's see what I do again. So you can literally just start walking up and hitting whoever they are, because in this situation, like both of
I
you
think I should
can
auto much
focus on
more.
one of them. So
I rely too much on my abilities than my autos.
Yeah.
it's unfortunate here, but that's
Look
fine.
at that peel. Look at that peel. Oh,
Nolta still has biscuits by the way, so it was not close. He
he still
just
has 3
has.
biscuits. Oh my god.
I don't think he knows what they do. I think he just went on pro builds or something.
Yeah.
This is the point you should take one plating and then base. You don't want to greet the next plating.
I think we do.
Because if you greet this is a situation you don't want to happen. Because if you see the next wave coming onto the turret, the best thing you can do is to clear it. But clearly you don't have enough time because they're respawning, and then you'll miss your timing. So you want to like think about, is the next wave of minion coming to the turret before I get the next plating? If it does, I want it back now, unless I can clear it safely.
Okay, okay.
Because
Why?
you'll see what happened later. Like why? So okay, so you're back here, and we can fast forward this. Yeah, you clear the
Okay,
next
and
one.
decide. Yeah, she just
Alright.
clears
So
the
if
next
you can
wave.
clear the next one, fine. Then that's good. Then that's a fair response.
I was wondering why Caitlyn cleared the
I don't
next
know
wave,
why.
but
I
if
think
it
I
was...
think they were really slow on their base timings. Let me just see if I'm right or wrong. Let's see.
they're just chilling.
They're rejoining.
Nautilus is quite fast. He's already leaving. No, they did it as fast as possible. They're
Yeah,
just really low.
yeah, that was really low in because like how fast you did the trade, like because after exactly when after you did the trade, they were the wave was there already, so you had enough time in that position. So yeah, that was my bad.
Okay.
That was my wrong call, and you guys did the right thing. Okay, let's fast forward this. Okay, let's see what you get. What is this?
Well,
Wait. Why do you buy these components?
You need to sweep it now, by the way.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't buy
safer
Super.
first, but just try to remember that. And why these items, components?
There are more things for Zeke's.
Oh, fair. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking.
You need it for the yellow shield.
Yep. But and again, you want pink ward, so just buy one of them and get pink ward.
I don't actually know why I didn't buy one. I don't think I bought one in the entire game.
This is the one you should.
Actually, I think I bought them later on.
I think uh, just buy pink wards whenever you can.
Yeah. Usually I do. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe it's my first game today. I don't know.
That's fortunate. Like you you guys went to the same time, so I already came down. I didn't see that
I
actually.
predicted his flash, but he didn't flash.
Nice.
No, if
Oh,
he had
sorry.
flashed, I would have got it.
Let's see this. Oh, he TP'd. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I was wondering where Aurelia came from.
Okay, that's good play. We can skip ahead.
And Umumu's just in the bush. We didn't even know he was there. Like
So bad
he
by
could
MMU.
killed us.
Three tick dragon.
I guess he's just like he can just read the future. He knew that Aurelia was gonna TP. Cause like if he's just waiting in the base there, when you're pushed in, he's just wasting his time.
What should we have done here? Because we kind of just waste time a bit.
Go get some wards.
Put wards in the crossroad here. Or well, because now another good ward would be here, this brush, where
Okay.
you kind of guard the entrance. Like if you want to look a bit more in the river, you put in this corner, like this corner, or the other corner where you see a bit more of that. Or alternative, you can put it in this crossroad as well. Crossroads are really good for wards because you see like more directions. So, because think about like you after you get this, then this turret is your obvious next target, right?
Uh-huh.
No, you go Drake.
I mean after Drake,
Oh yeah, after Drake.
as in like your next tower objective. So you want to secure like vision around it so you don't get flanked. So you guys go Drake now, right?
Yeah, look at us. Look at us. We're just wasting time.
That's fine. I mean, you guys get a Drake fast enough, I think.
Then I have to escort at least. I don't know where that ward came from. I think Umumu was behind that bush.
Why is Elise in human form?
That's a fine one.
Yeah,
And
at
just
least did
run the
so many
fuck out.
misplays.
You can ping them to run the fuck out and give them a lantern so they don't run in. Okay, get a hook, but people are quite behind. Still catch
Yeah,
them
that's
dead.
right.
That's a nice flash out.
Why is Caitlyn not trapping the teleport?
Oh my god, it really lives.
Nice hit. And you get them as well. So that's generally a good fight, and you can just get this turret for free, probably. He's gonna ult? No, he's not.
What is this set build, man? Oh my.
He's building Triforce slowly. It's just that he has 73 CS. I mean, why is he building daggers though? Is it for the stinger?
Stinger.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah.
Is it 2? Okay. At least decides, you know what, I'm gonna walk up and auto the tower. I pinged them
You
away.
still have one ward, I think. Let's see. Yeah, you want to like you know when you kill a tower, you want to put a ward next to a tower when you kill it. So just here, like right where Annie stands, you can just put a ward
Okay.
there before you base.
Okay.
Because well, you might think, oh, I have 3 wards already, but then your first one, probably this one, is about to expire soon in like 1 minute, and your fresh one is like 3 minutes, right? So
Yeah, you just want to
better
ward
have
the
it.
lane like where they're most likely to be crossing. So like if a mim
Mhm.
is walking to their camps, like you can see them
I think
pathing
it
from top
takes.
to bottom through mid.
The thing is, Annie is still there.
Yeah, again, you want to just remember to switch to red trinket. Two pink wards, please, if you have the money. Do you have the money?
Look, I have a pink
Yeah,
ward. Look
yeah,
at that.
you
Look
want
at
to. You want to, because pink ward. Let's watch this first.
that.
Okay,
It's terribly.
he's just trolling. Um, what is this?
It goes absolutely terribly. I drag him towards my Caitlyn.
No, it's
My
fine.
Caitlyn dies.
I think what you could have done, just potential, is like, but like you know that like Vladimir was here, right? You can like walk to him this way and try to ward this brush.
Okay.
So well, you're kind of defending your Caitlyn and at the same time putting some wards down as well. Because the wave aren't put, the wave sees them and they aren't pushing that fast. Oh, yeah, two ping wards because you might want, so usually you put down your first one for like a vision, right? But then you might want to like clear another ward with a ping ward sometimes.
Oh, here we chase like idiots and accomplish nothing.
I mean, at least you didn't die, I suppose. Almost coming though. Yeah. Oh no, that's bad.
This is my first death. I take Ezreal with me there.
Okay, fair.
I threw my lantern on him.
Mm, yeah, you shouldn't chase, but oh, you did. Small things, just small things. Okay.
Probably
Annie
play
and
around Aurelia
Elise.
here.
Annie and Elise love to play on low health.
This bonus 15 seconds.
Aurelia's trolling so hard.
Yeah, she is. I mean, this is silver, don't forget.
You should probably just run around with Aurelia or
How
Annie
much gold do you have?
rather than Caitlyn. Caitlyn's quite weak right now, 18 minutes.
You have 300 gold. Okay. Because usually say, because what's your next item? Your next item is
The
Lord's Vow.
yeah.
Because if you're not building your stone plate, you just sell this. Or if you're building it,
I build it
turret.
next.
Yeah, I
I don't
understand.
think
I
I
understand what
should
you mean.
even take stopwatch.
Because
I don't think I should take stopwatch.
you take stopwatch if you want to build stone plate first item, basically. Otherwise, you don't.
Okay, okay.
Well, it depends obviously, but usually when you have stopwatch, you want to build it first and then the later second item because otherwise it's just blocking a slot. Because with your gold, you had like 350 gold, and you can just buy cloth armor.
Okay.
Gives you more stats. Remember to change your trinket. This is important. Because one hits the sleeping vision. You don't want to walk here right now. First thing we want to do is say in this like what I call an open battlefield where like everything is kind of open up. First thing a lane ward here, like right in the middle of the lane here, or if you can't walk that far, you put it here. So you want to establish your mid lane control and then walk into one of the jungles to establish control. First thing is lane, like most importantly. You don't want to be walking around here because you're not helping him really.
I
You
mean,
want
I
to be
altered.
more independent, like you want to be
Okay.
establishing vision control independently as a melee support. Because, well, you can take some punishments, basically. You kill him there, right? Oh, unfortunate.
Maybe I timed that right or something. Because he just went into his bubble
You
immediately.
so okay. Just remember to put wards down because like you've walked around for like say 30 seconds and you haven't put a ward down yet. So you
Okay.
haven't really achieved anything.
Look at Nautilus coming into hook. You can literally see him pressing Q.
There is a spot here where you can walk over this wall into this brush. You have to look that up. I don't remember that. So
There's a spot to do it in bot lane, but I actually
yeah,
can't do it. I did it once.
it's a
Once in my life.
good trick to have.
Oh,
And then
look
you
at
should
that.
always try and hook Vlad there. He's kind of running it down.
Yeah.
You have like a lot of CC in your comp, like you can just chain it. You can't W.
Caitlyn got Vladimir. We almost aced him here. I wanted to back, but I decided to stay because only Ezreal was alive.
Yeah, well, depends what you're doing. If you're taking turrets, you don't really have to stay because you're taking one or two turrets. But I
There
really
should only be
think you
like
should
two
go
people
dragon.
shoving. Yeah, you should be going Drake now that the time is on that long.
So
Maybe
Irelia
Khalees
wants
always more
Baron.
valuable.
Annie
The,
wants Tower.
It's like the
there's definitely
typical
stupid.
Alola thing, like 20 minutes, just ping Baron because some people are dead. Like, no, Baron is not even going to achieve much. Might achieve something for Aurelia, but you take it like
No, they're so ahead. They can
snails.
if they well take Baron without losing people, and they win right away because there will be another random fight and the game will end.
This is
Yeah,
literally Silver Elo.
you really want to be so just now
I backed on no
you
health.
really want yeah that's not bad. I'm just saying like you really want to be paying dragon
Okay.
because now that they are spawning, you might lose one or two people if they try to contest. It really depends. Red trinket, nice. Okay, so just generally, it's not support specific. In this situation, you really don't want to fight. Like you are so ahead, but let's say you're not that ahead. Like they are grouped in like one position, and then you're like all spread out, and you're not like well, except Annie, who is a flanking or AOE champion. All of these are like separate, and they don't have AOE abilities, and it's generally a bad fight to take. But you guys are really ahead, so you can just do whatever you want, really.
Of course, I tried to play the Vladimir while he's in his bubble.
It's sometimes good to wait, but again, you don't really know when it's gonna pull. So
Locket's quite a good item against champs like Vlad and Set. It's usually what people build against Vlad, just protect your team.
Okay.
But yeah, stone plate's really important as well.
Now, I think I wasted time here doing absolutely nothing. We started Drake because Elise wanted to do it, and then I was like, nope, we're not actually doing it.
Wait,
I
so you
think
took stone plate in the you took stopwatch in the runes, right? It's like
Yeah.
people take it because it goes into stone plate. So you want to get stone plate
yeah.
like
He
first
talked
second
about
item.
that earlier. We talked about that earlier. You should stay. You should stay to help
I mean,
because you're kind of committing for this, but they're just really trolling. Oh god.
look at that. Oh, then Elise dies to Nautilus Q. Nautilus ult, sorry. You can just auto her. You have to ult.
I mean, you guys are pretty ahead. It's fine.
It's so tilted right now.
Oh, what is this? Is he just DC or is he angry?
It's
Is DC?
Oh yeah,
shit.
the Irelia is just like she's what loses us the game, I think. And Elise's random plays.
Wait, you win this game, right?
No, we lose. We lose. It's still. It's silver. They get a free Baron, and we lose.
This streak should be gone like 3 minutes ago now.
Yeah.
Like literally 3 minutes ago. But and then you'd be halfway towards getting Infernal Soul.
I think it's a win still. Or is it Infernal Soul?
I don't know. It doesn't show properly on the client. Oh no, I think it's Infernal Soul. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys did
Yeah, it is.
dragon, right? So you just do dragon. You don't have to do anything. Well, basically, okay. You take dragon here. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You see people here. You run the fuck away from downwards, like right away. Like,
What have you
Absolutely.
seen?
because you have lower health and they have more reinforcement coming in faster. So run the fuck away. And he entered, and you don't have to
Yeah,
go back in.
literally.
You have to make the call. Well, because basically you're an engager, right? You're with the CC with the hooks. Okay, so if you run away, people will run away as well.
Okay. They won't ping
And
me and say, "Oh my God, Thresh, what you doing?"
No, you ping them away as well, and
I
this is
think I
hard to
died.
watch.
Caitlin's vibing on
Look,
range.
look, look, look. And then Elise says, "You know what? Screw this. I'm going back in."
He kills him though.
What's she do? Oh God. Yes, she does. Oh yeah. Here's where I
Okay,
think
I
I
like
end.
it on that funny thing.
okay.
I just get deleted.
Then you kill Nautilus as well. Yeah, right.
I think so. Elise has a lot of lifesteal.
Oh,
How did you do that? Did he flash over?
I didn't see. I
Like
don't know.
he went green or something. It was really weird.
Okay, so let's see the map. Well, you're not on the map yet, but so you have like sightlines pushed in. So you push this wave, and you want to establish vision in this area because you want to do Baron soonish and Dragon Timer. How do you see Dragon Timer on here?
M or O?
Doesn't do anything.
O.
Oh, it's just this one.
Oh.
Anyone else?
I remember. Yeah.
I think it's like N or something. I don't remember.
Or tab.
And yeah, got it. Okay. So 3 minutes.
Oh, there it is.
So you have 3 minutes to dragon, so you don't really care about that yet. So if I were you, I would be first of all, well, same thing, running here, putting a ward in here, just like this area,
Mhm.
and try to invade the area in like, well, such as this brush, or like, well, this is Inferno map specific, but if it's an Inferno map, you want to put a ward right into their red buff, like right in the middle, like here.
Okay.
Because it gives, well, is a good crossroad. And then establish vision around Baron, basically. Let's see what you do.
Yeah, vision is really important in your team comp because like you have like a pick making comp or whatever, right? And they have a pure team fight comp, so you just want to be
Look
in
at this.
fog of
Look
war
at
trying to
this.
catch people.
So Aurelia decides, you know what? I'm gonna dive into a 2v5. Oh my God, Annie. Annie. I pinged them all away because she can't win that. Caitlyn
Okay.
decides to run him.
Alright. So at this moment, what you should do is to put defense. How many wards do you put? You put one just now, so this is yours.
Your vision score should be like double that by now. It should be like 50.
That'd be harsh.
Wait. What is the
Isn't
time?
really
It should be
harsh, just
50.
it's like a goal, you know?
Normally it is much higher. I don't actually know what happened with my vision. Like on Pike and Senna, I can get huge vision scores.
Pike
Yeah,
and Senna
'cause
because you have the thingy,
Umbral
right?
Glaive.
Umbral Glaive,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you clear a lot of wards with it. Yeah, you want to aim to, like, you remember, like, as a supporter, it's like, your goal is to, so say in the mid game, is to be base, get out, put wards, base, get out, clear wards, base, get out, and put wards. It's kind of like, you should be basing much often in that,
I think I don't know. I think that
but then you have to
you
like,
have a dive comp, like you had winning lanes and you have Elise and Thresh, I think you need to be getting Stonplate really early and just like diving mid or diving top, and just forget about Caitlyn because she just fizzles away at like 15 minutes or something. She just becomes insignificant. She's just so weak at that point in the game. So you
Okay.
need to be using your winning lanes and just diving and just making them AFK
Okay.
because they're just gonna start crying if you just go and dive them with a Stoneplate.
Well, back to the specific point though, because they're trying to rush Baron. Okay, if they're trying to Baron, you want to. You want to probably. You don't want to stand here. You want to. Well, you want to put.
I was just watching. I was watching.
You want to. You know to be where Caitlyn is. Put a ward over here so you can like see
Okay.
if they are trapping there, and then you want to try to walk in and see what you can do to delay the Baron.
Yeah, I just do nothing. I'm literally just AFK.
Yeah, you want to be the one walking forward.
So here, what
Yeah,
should I have
that's why
done?
just run away. Now just run away.
Because they
And then
they
we
literally.
and then we can go back in because like you we basically like trigger Baron resets, but unfortunately they do it too quick. So there's really nothing you could have done there. You should have done that. You should have walked up there earlier and put a ward here. Then you can see like the situation here. But yeah.
Nautilus has Sunfire Cape. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I don't know why he was running that first. He literally built the first item. I love it when supports build Sunfire Cape first. It's like, oh, who needs a CS?
At this situation, all of you shouldn't be here. The reasoning behind is because, well, if you lose the fight, like basically if you're being that upfront, you're inviting a fight, right? But the thing is like you have a lead, yes, but if you lose a fight, you lose what? Inhib at least. So when they have Baron, just try not to fight. I think it's like the basic rule. So you don't want to be
Right.
walking up front. What you want to be doing is like inviting them to come and siege his turret because what they will do. And you want to avoid them from diving you, so you want to put defensive wards in your own jungle, say this red buff, this brush, maybe here, maybe a ping in here, and the wolves here. Oh, this is a new blast cone, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
and
put a ward in this blast cone area, or this
okay.
brush. So pick like 3 of them and put wards in them, and just stand in this turret. This turret will fall for sure, but then if you delay, well, because Baron is 2 minutes, you delay as much as possible. You want to. Yeah, you don't really want to be here at all. Good, Caitlyn doesn't die. I really dies
You
though.
can't win like these honest fights. You can't really win 5v5 unless they completely fuck up. You just have to be playing in fog of war and bushes and trying to catch someone, or like
Yeah.
waiting to different lanes.
Oh, I saved you already with my play.
It's really lucky though. You guys are all. You guys got a fight. Nice. Oh, unlucky. He's still assault. Okay. I thought you could make a play there.
At least repels and he dies. Lovely.
I asked him to go away because Vladimir is split pushing happily ever after.
Yeah. You can't push this one because he has burn minion, so you just get back
Caden's still
and
there. I don't know why she didn't back with me. I actually
she's
don't know.
yeah, she's an idiot. Idiot. That's fine.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to defend.
Mm.
Vladimir takes no damage, of course. He takes my tower because of his minions.
Well, it's very minor, but say just now.
Was I supposed to flame him away?
No.
Yes.
You want to if you walk up to this minions and then you flay these minions away from the turret,
They will attack me.
they will de-aggro. They will de-aggro from this turret
Um,
because it's out of range, and then they will aggro the minions or you.
yes, I should
But
have flayed him away.
this is very minor, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, Annie should be taking this wave, but it's not your fault. Okay, so Infernal, which you probably can't contest because some people died. But at
Look at that.
least
At least loves diving into people. Yeah. 1,000 gold. Oh my gosh, that's such a huge shutdown. I told him to leave it because we literally can't contest.
Mhm.
Aurelia is busy AFKing. She's just slowly walking back and forth from base.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I,
Yeah,
I kind of invited that in. I don't know what
yeah,
I was
yeah.
doing.
Don't want to be doing that.
I can't even kill the Nautilus because he's too tanky.
Aurelia's internet.
Caitlyn frontlining as usual.
Hmm.
I hook a minion. If I had hooked Ezreal and that minion wasn't there, he'd be dead.
Okay, so usually in say in this version say, okay, I lost my mid inhib, and well, there's really nothing. Well, this tower's gonna fall. Doesn't matter. This tower may fall. So what you want to do is what you want to well, you kind of want to defend this tower for a bit. So you want to put say one ward in this brush here. The other
Okay.
one you want to put in this brush because you want to well, minions will be coming in and you don't want them to just like randomly rush mid, right? And the third one you want to put it here or like somewhere a bit further in your jungle. So basically you want to put wards in your own jungle, like for defensive purposes, when you're missing an inhib, well, middle one specifically. Okay, let's see what happens. Say two of them went top, Set's going bot lane. Okay.
And this is like, no, you can't.
Yep, you should be putting ward in this crossroad.
And I just don't. I decide to eat a minion
You
instead.
don't have you especially with Moby Boost, you really don't want to be doing this.
Okay.
You really want to ping Annie to come to get this wave while you put a vision around the map or
Yeah,
help out. Especially like because taking minions, I mean it's not horrible in that game when everyone has their items, but it's not that point yet. Far from that.
I don't
That's
think.
good.
Yeah, that's good. He flashes away. Elise decides to chase. I say
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
She goes in
Don't chase.
anyway. They both die. They're
Yeah,
like, good.
you really
GG.
want because at that point, well I guess this is another point where a ward here would be perfect, where you can see their Mumu, or a
Okay.
ward in the red buff would be perfect because your teammates would then see what's coming to them, so they wouldn't chase.
At this point, Aurelia just AFK.
Yeah, unfortunate. Was he
And
flaming or was he
no, no,
just
no.
He just has shit
just
internet.
Bad
TC, right?
internet, bad internet. No one flamed the entire game. Apart from Annie at the end. Oh, thanks, Aurelia.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's just really hard to win the game at this point. Like you just need to
yeah.
be
I mean,
playing for
it's
your win conditions,
4v5
which is
and yeah.
because you had
And
like three
our
winning
top laner
lanes.
is gone.
Hmm.
And the other 3 champs is Squishy and me. And I don't do any damage. Here we go in on the Vladimir. He kills 2 of us. I was really confused why my Q still appeared in red,
I mean,
but it was because he stopwatched.
I think it. Well, just another point. So in like turret defense situations, you want to clear minions instead of fighting them, because if you fight them, if you win, if you lose, it doesn't matter. The turret will. I mean, the minions will be killing your um base. So what you want to do is to help out Elise for this top wave instead of fighting here. Because
Okay.
even if you kill them, you know, what's the big deal when the turrets took, I mean the minions took one turret already.
Yep.
But a very minor point because that doesn't help the game.
It was lost anyway.
Yeah, it is done.
Even Nautilus is getting cocky at the end. I did so well that game.
Say again?
I think I did like well in terms of deaths. Normally I die a lot more on Thresh because I tend to int a lot.
I usually death is like a good stat on like carries, but I think death means a lot
No,
a lot more less. Say if you have a really good engage and they focus you, you die, but then you win a team fight, then so you can't really say, oh, I died a lot less than usual, and that's why I did
okay,
good. Yeah.
okay,
I think the major problem in this game is you didn't get a picks you needed to get, which really stemmed from, say, your vision, because you
okay.
really haven't been putting wards actively, so
I've
you
just been
really want to
like,
work on that.
defensively.
You really want to,
Sweeping is really big as well.
like you haven't been using a Sophia a lot. You found 2 wards the whole game. So So what you really want to do, in your future games, I think the most major thing is, well, first of all, like laning, how to help your help your ADC to like achieve, well, in this case, Caitlyn to help him like push out the enemy and like harass on the tower. So you want to help him
Okay,
do that. You want to do that through slow fishing away by helping to hit minions. You want to be walking forward so that their Nautilus can't just like randomly go into the brush or like come up, and you can like threaten them with your range autos as well. And then in the mid game, you really want, well, partly in the early game as well, where you want to put vision deep into the jungle, for example. As I said, these crossroads, or like just put one in a camp. Let's say in the chicken camp, if you can't walk into, say, I can't put a ward here, but I can't put a ward in this brush, but I can put one in chicken camp, and I can put another one here, and that's good
okay,
as well. So you want to be roaming around the map to make plays, either to, just gank a laner. For example, when you got back to base, I want to go from mid lane and find a pick on the mid laner, or top lane, if you don't have to get back to lane easily, while putting down some wards so you can see what's coming. And yeah,
okay.
I think that's basically it. like just remember to put wards in like good positions as well. That's like the main thing I think you want to focus on.
Got it.
Just try it out next game. I mean, I know there's a lot of information to digest, but just try maybe this game I remember to ward, and the next game I did good in laning phase, and through time, like over different games, you'll improve. So yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. I hope I wasn't too harsh about this.
No. Like it's really constructive. It's really constructive.
Okay. Well, I hope it helps.
Yay.
Okay. Well, I'll call it done here.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you then.